Hi, and welcome to my home. I'm having some coffee. And I finished my hiking cap. I made it in the famous Irish hiking scarf pattern. And this is the variegated bamboo. And I want to show you so you can get a close-up. The bamboo yarn is very soft. It is like yarn that is being like mercerized cotton. Is being like ultra sheen. It's very nice to the touch. It has a stretch to it. And I believe it will behave like cotton in a way. It is said that if you get it wet, it swells up. On part 2 of this video, you will see how we block it. We're actually going to get it wet with some soap and just try to block it and see how it shapes up. I always like to weave the ends on the wrong side, and I do that because it's the way that is easier to hide the stuff. And when you have the purl and the knit, I go on the wrong side and look for the purl side of the knit stitch. So it's easy to hide when I'm doing this, and I go around. So you go through the purl stitches and you kind of like try to hide the yarn. And I also go on the other side and I look, see, to make sure that I didn't do something really weird and that looks unsightly. If you cut this yarn, you need very sharp scissors. This is what you're dealing with. The needles, I will recommend big needles, 7 and higher. See, this is the yarn, and I just really had a hard time when I was using the crochet hook. Doesn't mean that you can't crochet with it, but from my perspective it was very difficult for me to crochet, and I decided to do a knit hat. And anyway, I thank you, and we'll be doing the blocking in part 2. Stay tuned. So hi, this is part 2 of what I was telling you about. We're gonna get the hat wet. I'm using a little bit of woolite, and we're going to put some cold water in here. And this is the hat. I like the way that it looks. But now we're going to get it wet and see what it will come out as. This is one of those things from the internet. This is the Kitchen Witch. And this is the Golden Snitch. This pattern in the internet. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in here. This definitely has the feel of cotton, and I guess you can leave it 3 to 5 minutes, but I really just want to shape it up. So we're kind of like going to rinse it. Oh, it does. Its color, the color is coming out a little bit, so I'm glad that I washed it. You get it wet. You don't want this to be running out of your skin, or down your skin rather. And I'm just gonna rinse it again, make sure that I'm really glad that I did it with cold water. And I don't see it swollen up, but what you're supposed to do when you're doing this is you're supposed to put it in a towel and then you stretch it to size. And if you look, I'm going to then you're supposed to go like that and just pat it dry in a way, but still this needs to dry. And this has been the blocking of the bamboo hat, and I thank you for allowing me in your home and for allowing me to share. Have a great day.